okay to have mundane years. It's okay to have years where everything just kind of blends into one, as long as those years you get ahead. And this year has been incredible for me, for work, for my team, for a lot of things in my life. There was a lot of successes this year. So I guess the point that I'm trying to make is that it's okay to have a practical year. It's okay to have a year that just kind of flies by, as long as it's not flying by because you're playing video games and eating Cheetos and every day just day and night blends into one because you never leave your bedroom. That is not okay. You cannot let that happen. But if there's a year where you basically just work so much that it feels like the year went by like this, but you also accomplished so much and you set such strong foundations, then that's fine, that's amazing. And as I said, I just think there's so much fluff in the whole self-help world. Yet any 18-year-old can get a $200K loan in the United States for a liberal arts degree. Oh, what are you gonna do with that degree? I don't know, I'll figure it out. I don't think people realize you actually have to pay back those loans at some point. You know, I'm just so passionate about online education, and I think the shift is, I think we're really gonna see it in 2024, 2025, and I think, you know, the people who do things the right way, I think by 2030, they are gonna be heroes. And you know, for anyone who's been following me for a long time, you would have seen that in 2017, my bio, and you know, this is way before I had an education company or, you know, or us actually building a full e-learning platform at GYA. My Instagram bio said, I'm on a mission to reform the education system. And this was, as I said, way before I had any program. It's always been something important to me because for me, education is the way out. I've been learning this over the years, but I think it really started to hit home in 2022 was the realities of money and fame. As I've gotten more and more public, as I've become more and more of a target, ladies and gentlemen, one day, I'm sure in 10 years or 20 years or 30 years, I will tell you guys the war that I go through. Every single day I wake up and it's something new. My life is not very peaceful. It's some new crazy thing I need to go through. And when I say the realities of money and fame, this is what I mean. Everyone thinks they want to have tens of millions of dollars a year and you know, all this fame and all this stuff. I can tell you right now, it comes with a lot of baggage. And you know, I'll tell you what one of my guys, basically, he basically just calls it insurance. You know, touch wood, you never need insurance. But when you do, you need it really bad. And that's a little bit what cybersecurity and physical security is like. Most of the time, you don't need it. But when you need it really bad. And most people aren't prepared for this stuff. Anything to do with self-improvement, health, business, finance, anything to do in this world, statistically speaking, I am the fastest growing YouTube channel in history. And now with understanding my influence, it makes me be thinking a lot more mindful of what direction I'm gonna take. But it's just insane, the things that were coming out of my mouth at the age of 14, I literally looked my mother dead in the eye at the age of 14 and I told her the things that I'm gonna accomplish in life, I will probably get, I don't wanna say the word, deleted for. I told her that when I was 14 years old. And by the way, I still wholeheartedly believe it. And I guess for me, the game that I'm playing is how long can I keep doing this? And I've talked about it before, but my main goal is to be the Trojan horse. And relating back to what I said when I was 14 years old, I always knew my destiny. I don't know why, from a young age, I knew I was not destined for a life of peace, of a life of passive income, sit by the beach. I always knew I was destined for something difficult. I always knew I was gonna tackle an industry or problems or challenges that was big and scary and would probably get me in a lot of trouble.